So we know how the social system based on agriculture came into existence. Now special skills and various occupation. In the times before agriculture, people obtained food such as meat, fruits and roots by hunting and gathering, but could not store it for a longer time. Therefore, all the men and women in the community were continuously engaged in getting food. In the agriculture system, it became possible to store food grains for a longer period of time. There was more food available than was needed by the community. Some women and men thus began to get spare time for experimentation and for using their natural creativity to develop special skills. So, up to now, what they were doing? They were just hunting and gathering food. So, for whole day they were engaged in some other work, because it is not possible that immediately they will hunt an animal or immediately they will get the food or fruits. They need to roam up to long distance, they need to travel for a distance. So it was very difficult task, and whatever members in the family were there to fulfill the need of everyone, that much food was also not available at times. Many times it might happen that only little amount of food or a small animal was hunted. But as soon as agriculture started, now they were having more food than needed by the community or family, and then it can be stored also, because even if they hunt a bigger animal, it can't be stored for a longer period of time, but these grains can be stored. So now they were not spending much time in the gathering or of food or getting the food. So they were having lot of time, spare time with them. So some of the men and women engage themselves in experimentation and doing something creative. Members with special skills were given work based on those skills. Thus arose the crafts like making earthen pots, beads, etc. It is believed that in the New Stone Age, women made earthen pots and other earthen objects by hand. So, in this way, by observation and experimentation, they might have got idea that how with the mud or other natural available resources they can make various things. So, in this way, the women in New Stone Age were making the pots and the other things made from the naturally available raw material. So they were able to show their creativity. Community life based on mutual cooperation. Now mutual cooperation means आपसातले जे अंडरस्टँडिंग आहे ते. With understanding they were helping each other. The farmers in village settlement were now producing surplus food. Surplus means more than required. They were having excessive food. They needed skilled craftsmen for the task like making agriculture implements and repairing them. Such craftsmen were paid in a form of food grains or article. Now obviously when agriculture started, they will require the various instrument and implements for agriculture. They have started using the animals also for that. So for that they will need various type of tools. Similarly, for storage of the grains, they will again require various material, various things out of that. So in this way, some of the people in the community who were good skilled worker, they were fully engaged in those work. Like the woman shown in the picture, she is engaged in making the pottery. Similarly, the group was distributed, who were skilled, they were doing that work, and other people who were good in other tasks, they were given the work. So accordingly, the capability and skill, the task was given, and in exchange, if a person is making a specific tool and the other person is good at agriculture, so this person will need the food who is making tool, and the person who is doing agriculture, he will require the tools to for their agriculture work. So they were exchanged. So in this way the exchange system started. The craftsmen needed to obtain their raw material from distance. The price of this raw material was also paid in a form of food grains and articles. Means whatever I am having, I used to give to the other whatever I needed from him. In this way exchange was done. Thus, barter system of buying and selling was established. Now, if someone is good in making a pot and other person is doing agriculture and third person is making tools, so mutually they were exchanging the things, and it was also exchange for the food grains, because basically the requirement was the grains, the food. In this way, this system of exchange one thing for the other is called as barter system. So, this barter system began. The barter system also began to be used when there was a need to obtain raw material, finished object, other articles of daily use from other places. Salt was an essential item. So, even now the community is spreading. People started living in various villages and it was spreading. So, it is not possible that salt will be available everywhere. So, wherever salt was, because it has to be carried from long distance. So, salt was also an essential item. Now, they have learned the importance of salt in eating, in cooking. So, in this way they have developed the taste. So, it has become one of the most important ingredient. So, it has to be traded from one place to another. So, the person used to travel for a long distance, then he used to collect the salt. Now, you might be knowing how the salt is collected, and it was traded to various places. Most of the village settlement needed to obtain it from far away places. Salt traders also traded articles they received in exchange of salt. The salt trade helped the expansion of trade in New Stone Age. Now, if a person living in this village which is near the coast, so he was trading the salt in the places which are very far away from the place where salt is available. So, from the villager, if he is trading salt, he used to get the implements or the pottery or the jewelry from the other skilled person in exchange of salt. So, when he used to go to the far away place for trading of the salt, he used to exchange the other things also which he got from his village or the nearby places. So, he was doing the trade, that means a sort of business. The village community made rules for mutual cooperation in order to keep this system of trade and distribution of resource running smoothly. People responsible for the implementation of these rules became the chief of village settlement. The chiefs were also entrusted with the protection of village. So, some group of people who are experienced or aged, or they are having a sort of view, दृष्टिकोन ज्यांना आहे, समज आहे, सो दीज पीपल वर हॅव्हिंग द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ गिविंग द रूल्स इन द सेन्स सो दॅट देर शुड बी नो फाईट. की समजा इतकं जर तुम्ही एक 2 मूठ किंवा 4 मूठ किंवा तुमचं जे काही मापाचं असेल, की जर एवढा एक प्याला मीठ दिलं तर त्याच्या बदल्यामध्ये किती गहू मिळेल किंवा कोणता टूल मिळेल, हे जे ठरवून होतं, म्हणजे आपसात मिसअंडरस्टँडिंग होणार नाही, वाद होणार नाही. सो दीज पीपल हॅव गिवन अ certain set of rules so that the community mutually they are running very good. There will be no sort of disputes, and these people were the chief of the village, and also their duty was the protection of village. Now, protection doesn't mean that they were standing at the gate of the village or house, but they were having the responsibility to look after the women and the children and also the people of the village. So, they were entrusted certain duties. जबाबदारी त्यांची असायची, सगळ्यांकडे लक्ष ठेवायची किंवा सगळे लोकही त्यांचं ऐकत असते. धिस इज हाऊ द विलेज ॲडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव्ह सिस्टम केम इन टू बिंग. मग हा जो ग्रुप आहे, ज्यांना समज आहे, रूल्स आहे, ज्यांच्यावर जबाबदारी आहे, ते ठरवतात प्रत्येक गोष्टी. सो धिस गिव्ह राईज टू द ॲडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. Evidence of protective wall and moats around the village settlement of New Stone Age has been found in excavation. So, in this way, when together they started living, they have built the protection wall around a village. Now, here in this picture also you can see that small villages are there, small houses are there, and around it a wall is built. In this way, they used to build the walls, and the protection was given to the number of houses inside the wall. That means that was the small village settlement. So, moat means here, moat is something like वॉल ओनली फॉर द प्रोटेक्शन. इट कॅन बी इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ स्मॉल हिल, असं छोटेसे ढिगारे करून त्याला भिंत बांधली जायची, किंवा आजूबाजूने गावाच्या असा डिच फॉर्म करून, एक खड्डा करून. इन दिस वे मोट मीन्स अ प्रोटेक्शन गिवन इन द सराउंडिंग. These walls were built to protect the village settlement from flood, wild animals and the outsider who stole the village cattle. So in this way, when the few people come together, they live together, form a community. So similarly, at a distance, other village was formed, other settlement was formed. So one should not steal the animals and the finished good or the raw material from the village. For that also this protection wall was built. Now the structure of houses. The houses at the beginning of the new stone age were made of vault and dub. Vault and dub means ज्याला आपण म्हणतो की हे केलं जायचं, थापल्या जायचं, जसे शेणाचं गावामध्ये आपण बसतो, प्लॅस्टरिंग केलं जातं. सो इन दिस वे दे वर फॉर्म्ड. Today if you go to the very small villages, there also the walls of the houses are wattle and dub. That means माती शेण याचं मिक्सचर करून ते थापलं जातं. So in this way the basically the sticks of various trees or the other raw material is taken, त्याचा एक स्ट्रक्चर तयार करतात, आणि भिंत म्हणजे all sort of mud, clay and cow dung is mixed together and it is dubbed. In this way the houses were made. So here in this picture you can see the first they have used the branches or the bamboos and the dry grass for the roof. In this way the whole structure was made, and then it was plastered with the mixture of cow dung and mud. The walls were screens woven from the sticks or bamboo plastered with mud or cow dung. Later population of village settlement grew because of food was available in plenty. The village settlements became permanent and expanded. Still later people began to build quadrangular houses. Now quadrangular means here in this way, जे लंबे लंबे houses होते, quadrangular, the shape, basic shape is quadrangle, of sun dried bricks. So now in the later years, slowly and steadily, by observation and experimentation, they have various experiments they have performed, and now they were building the houses of bricks, burnt in the sense sun dried bricks. Some houses appear to have more than one room. The houses were built very close to each other. Regional differences are seen in the style of construction of houses depending on the local climate. Now because what is available in that region, if the person is living in the region with heavy rainfall, accordingly the houses were made. If he is living in the region where is hot climate, so the houses were made accordingly. So regional differences, where the house is constructed accordingly, smaller differences are seen in the construction of houses. Village settlement, kinship and family. Kinship means relation or connection by blood, that is kinship, म्हणजे रक्ताचं नातं, किंवा इवन बाय मॅरेज. सो इन दिस वे म्हणजे एकाच आईची मुलं आहे, जसे दोघं भाऊ आहे, सो ज्याला आपण म्हणतो कझन्स, काका आणि तुमचे बाबा जसं झाले. मग काकांची फॅमिली आहे तर हिज चिल्ड्रन आर युअर कझन्स, or maybe by marriage if the relation is there. It appears from the plans of the houses and village settlement that people staying there belong to the single clan. Single clan means descent from common ancestor. म्हणजे एक जण आहे, फॅमिली आहे, कपल आहे, त्यांना 5-6 मुलं आहे, मग त्यांचे पुढे मुलं आहे, असं करत करत एका घरात राहणं शक्य नव्हतं. सो दे वर बिल्डिंग द हाऊसेस नियर बाय. सो मेनी अ टाइम्स इट वॉज फॉर्म्ड अ स्मॉल विलेज सेटलमेंट बिलॉंग टू वन फॅमिली ओनली. जर एखादी फॅमिली आहे, त्यांचे एन्सिस्टर आहे, तर त्यांचेच मुलं करत ते छोटंसं गाव तयार झालेलं आहे. इट मीन्स दॅट दे वर ऑल रिलेटेड टू वन अनदर. दस द एंटायर विलेज सेटलमेंट वॉज एन एक्सटेंडेड फॅमिली. तर बरेचदा असं व्हायचं की एक छोटंसं गाव आहे 10-12 घरांचं, तर ते पूर्ण एक एक्सटेंडेड फॅमिलीच आहे. पीपल लिव्हिंग इन वन हाऊस वर क्लोज रिलेशनशिप, बट दे वर ऑल्सो द मेंबर ऑफ एक्सटेंडेड फॅमिली. सो क्लोज रिलेशनशिप मीन्स यू आर लिव्हिंग विथ युअर पेरेंट्स, maybe your grandparents are living with you, but your uncle and other uncle cousins of your parents, they are also living nearby. So in this way they are living in one area only, but who are very close, that means you, your parents, you live in one family, and his brother and his family live in another family. So close relationship were living in one house and they were built nearby. In this way one whole village was the extended family. A dead person was buried either in the house or in the courtyard. Perhaps the idea was that persons born with the family should not get cut off even after the death. So if somebody dies in the family, he was buried in the house only or in the courtyard. Courtyard म्हणजे अंगणामध्येच, घराच्या अवतीभोवती जी जागा होती तिथेच. सो दॅट द लव्ड वन, तो आपल्यापासून लांब नाही गेला पाहिजे, जवळच राहायला पाहिजे. विथ दिस आयडिया ही वॉज बरीड इन द हाऊस इटसेल्फ. Families would also bury various articles with the dead person for them to use even after death. That means they used to believe in life after death. तर त्यांचे असे काहीतरी बिलीव्स असतील that after death also he may require some things, so it was buried, or maybe some things which are particularly used by that person or which is very much close to the person. मग एखादी वस्तू असते, एखादी गोष्ट असेल की ते माणसाच्या खूप आवडीची आहे, तो त्याच्याशिवाय बिलकुल राहतच नाही किंवा त्याला तोच वापरायचा, तर मग अशी गोष्ट त्याच्यासोबत ती बरी केल्या जायची. सो इन दिस वे द विलेज सेटलमेंट अँड किनशिप अँड फॅमिली ऑफ न्यू स्टोन एज. So children, we have finished this lesson here. Go through the lesson, read it carefully. Thank you.